Daily Horoscope for Aries, June 16, 2025. As the cosmic wheels turn on this mid-June day, Aries finds themselves at a fascinating crossroads of energy. With Neptune continuing its once-in-a-lifetime journey through your own sign, today marks a particularly potent moment for spiritual awakening and creative inspiration. The dreamy quality of Neptune in Aries creates an unusual situation for you, while you're typically direct and action-oriented. There's a mystical fog surrounding your path today, encouraging you to trust your intuition rather than charging ahead blindly. The Sun in Gemini is illuminating your communication sector, making this an exceptional day for expressing ideas that have been percolating in your mind. You may find yourself having important conversations that clarify your direction, particularly in professional matters. Mercury's influence is amplifying your natural eloquence, allowing you to articulate complex feelings with surprising ease. In your love life, Venus is casting a gentle glow over your domestic sphere, creating opportunities for meaningful connection within your home environment. For coupled Aries, this is an ideal day to address any lingering tensions with your partner. The planetary alignment supports honest communication without the typical Aries tendency toward impatience. Single Rams might find themselves attracted to someone with depth and intellectual substance rather than just physical appeal. Career-wise, Mars, your ruling planet, is creating a powerful thrust of energy in your creative sector. This isn't the day for routine tasks. Instead, leverage this cosmic boost to tackle projects requiring innovation and bold thinking. A superior or mentor figure may take notice of your contributions, so don't hide your light. Financial opportunities appear through unexpected channels, perhaps through a connection you made months ago that suddenly bears fruit. Your physical energy is running strong today, though Neptune's influence might make you more sensitive to environmental factors like weather changes or food sensitivities. Listen carefully to your body's signals rather than pushing through discomfort. A mindful approach to exercise will serve you better than extreme exertion. Jupiter's expansive energy is highlighting your resource sector, potentially bringing a financial opportunity or valuable insight about managing your assets. This is an excellent day to review investments or consider new approaches to building security. However, avoid impulsive purchases or commitments. Neptune's presence can sometimes cloud judgment around practical matters. The most significant aspect of today involves the subtle tension between Uranus in Taurus and planets in your sign. This creates a productive friction between your desire for swift change and the need for practical stability. The lesson here is learning to revolutionize your approach while maintaining enough structure to see your innovations through to completion. Your natural Aries confidence is enhanced today, but there's also a vulnerability that might feel unfamiliar. Embrace this duality, rather than resisting it. Your willingness to acknowledge both strength and sensitivity will open doors that remain closed to those who present only one face to the world. Reflection and introspection are particularly valuable today. Set aside at least 15 minutes for meditation or quiet contemplation, as insights that arise now could provide solutions to challenges you've been facing for months. Your intuition is especially heightened, offering guidance that your logical mind might typically overlook. Relationships with siblings or neighbors might require attention today. Old misunderstandings could resurface, but the current planetary alignment supports healing and resolution if you approach these interactions with openness rather than defensiveness. Your lucky color today is electric blue, representing the innovative thinking and communication clarity available to you. The number 7 carries special significance, suggesting that taking a thoughtful, analytical approach will serve you better than your typical quick decisions. Wearing silver jewelry might help amplify your intuitive abilities, which are particularly strong under today's Neptune influence. Overall, June 16th offers you a rare blend of initiative and insight, action and awareness. By balancing your natural Aries drive with the heightened sensitivity of the day's aspects, you can make significant progress on both practical goals and personal growth. Remember that sometimes the most powerful moves forward come after moments of thoughtful hesitation, a lesson that doesn't always come easily to your fire sign nature, but one that will serve you exceptionally well today. As the cosmos aligns on June 16, 2025, Aries natives find themselves at a pivotal astrological juncture. The sun will be transitioning through Gemini, approximately 25 degrees into this dual-natured sign, creating a dynamic intellectual energy in your third house of communication and short-distance travel. This position encourages mental agility and versatility, perfect for multitasking and gathering information that will prove valuable to your fiery ambitions. The Gemini sun forms a sextile to your natal Aries energy, providing a supportive flow rather than direct activation. The moon on this day travels through Scorpio, occupying your eighth house of shared resources, transformation, and psychological depths. This placement may trigger intense emotional undercurrents and bring financial matters or intimate relationships into sharp focus. You might feel particularly intuitive or psychically attuned, with secrets or hidden information potentially surfacing. Mars, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Cáncer, activating your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. This placement can create tension between your natural desire to forge ahead and a pulling need for emotional security and nurturing. You may find yourself unusually protective of loved ones or feeling defensive about personal matters. There's potential domestic friction that will require conscious management of your famous Aryan temper. Mercury, the planet of communication, joins the sun in Gemini, amplifying the intellectual energy and creating excellent conditions for negotiations, contracts, or important discussions. Your words carry particular weight today, though you'll need to guard against speaking too hastily without considering emotional implications. Venus glides through Leo during this period, illuminating your fifth house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This placement brings a particularly fortunate energy to creative pursuits and heart-centered activities. For single Aries, this could manifest as a charismatic attraction or passionate encounter, while those in relationships may experience a rekindling of romantic fires. Jupiter, the great benefic, continues its journey through Virgo, activating your sixth house of work, health, and daily routines. This generous planet brings expansion to workplace matters and potentially offers new opportunities for advancement or improved working conditions. Health initiatives started around this time have favorable energy for long-term success. Saturn's disciplined force remains in Pisces, creating a somewhat challenging square aspect to your sign from your 12th house of unconscious patterns, hidden matters, and spiritual development. This position calls for inner work and may bring restrictions or delays that feel frustrating to your forward-moving nature. Pay attention to recurring dreams or subliminal patterns emerging today. Uranus in Gemini joins the Sun and Mercury, bringing unexpected communications, surprising information, or technological breakthroughs that could suddenly shift your perspective or plans. This placement suggests remaining flexible, as news received today might necessitate quick adaptation. Neptune continues its long sojourn through Aries, making this a historically significant time for your sign, as this once-in-164-year transit brings spiritual awakening, creative inspiration, but also potential confusion about identity and direction. Today, Neptune's influence may be particularly pronounced, dissolving boundaries between your conscious desires and spiritual aspirations. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, creates transformative pressure in your 11th house of friends, groups, and future aspirations. You may experience power dynamics within social circles or feel compelled to reinvent your role within organizations. A notable aspect today involves Mars in Cáncer forming a square with Pluto in Aquarius, potentially triggering power struggles between personal needs and group expectations. This challenging aspect requires careful navigation, especially when dealing with authority figures or confrontational personalities. The North Node in Pisces pulls you towards spiritual growth, suggesting that embracing uncertainty and developing compassion serves your highest evolutionary path. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Taurus, highlighting financial wounds or self-worth issues that may require attention. Looking at minor bodies, asteroid Pallas Athena in Leo enhances your strategic thinking in creative pursuits, while Vesta in Scorpio deepens your dedication to transformational processes. For Aries natives with significant planetary placements around 25 degrees of cardinal signs, Aries, Cáncer, Libra, Capricorn, today's energies will be particularly potent, possibly triggering important developments in corresponding life areas. The day's overall planetary configuration suggests a time of important communications and ideas that have long-term implications for both practical matters and emotional foundations. Stay attuned to unexpected information while maintaining emotional equilibrium amid potential power dynamics. On June 16, 2025, Aries natives experience a particularly dynamic day for communication and self-expression. With Mercury forming a trine to your ruling planet Mars, your words carry exceptional power and conviction. This planetary alignment grants you the rare ability to articulate your thoughts with both passion and precision, making this an excellent day for important conversations, presentations, or writing projects that require your signature boldness. The moon's position in Aquarius creates an interesting backdrop for your communicative efforts, bringing an innovative and slightly unconventional quality to your expression. You may find yourself drawn to discussing progressive ideas or approaching conversations from unexpected angles. This lunar influence encourages you to break away from your typically direct communication style and experiment with more nuanced, intellectually driven approaches. Venus, currently positioned in Cáncer, forms a subtle but meaningful square to your sign, adding emotional undertones to your words. Be mindful that, while you're feeling particularly articulate and assertive, others may perceive more emotional content in your communication than you intend. This isn't necessarily negative, in fact. This Venus aspect allows you to connect more deeply with others through your words, particularly in personal relationships where vulnerability might typically be challenging for your fire sign nature. Jupiter's expansive energy, currently moving through Gemini, amplifies your natural confidence in expressing yourself. However, this influence may also tempt you to overstate your position or make promises that could prove difficult to fulfill. Channel this expansive energy into creative expression rather than excessive declarations. Your ability to inspire others through communication peaks. Today, use this power wisely. The day's numerological signature of 7, from 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, adds a contemplative quality to your typically action-oriented communication style. This subtle influence encourages you to think before speaking something that doesn't always come naturally to impulsive Aries. When you pause to organize your thoughts before expressing them, you'll find that people are particularly receptive to your ideas today. For professional communications, the Mars-Mercury trine provides extraordinary support for leadership messaging. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea, request a promotion, or lead an important meeting, this planetary backing gives you a significant advantage. Your words carry authority, and others naturally recognize your expertise without you having to force the point. Digital communications receive an interesting boost from Uranus in a favorable aspect to your communication sector. Social media posts, emails, or virtual presentations may reach a wider audience or generate more meaningful engagement than usual. Consider leveraging this energy by sharing content that truly represents your authentic viewpoint rather than what you think will be popular. In personal relationships, communication takes on a deeper quality today. You may find yourself having profound conversations with loved ones about topics you typically avoid. The cosmic configuration supports emotional honesty without sacrificing your characteristic Aries straightforwardness. Partners and close friends appreciate your willingness to go beneath surface-level conversation. Writing projects benefit enormously from today's celestial support. If you're working on anything that requires your written voice, from business proposals to creative endeavors, the words flow with remarkable ease. Your natural Aries confidence shines through your writing without crossing into arrogance, striking that perfect balance that captivates readers. One caution: Saturn's position creates a minor challenge to your communication sector, potentially manifesting as moments of self-doubt about your ideas or expression. Remember that this influence is temporary and doesn't accurately reflect your abilities. When that critical inner voice emerges, recognize it as Saturn's influence rather than truth. For Aries students, this is an exceptional day for presentations, exams involving written or verbal responses, or class discussions. Your natural leadership qualities emerge through your communication style, potentially impressing instructors and peers alike. Don't hesitate to speak up in academic settings. Your contributions carry particular weight today. Those working in creative fields experience an unusual harmony between inspiration and execution. The ability to translate your innovative Aries vision into words or other expressive formats flows naturally, with fewer obstacles between conception and articulation than you typically encounter. Neptune's influence adds a subtle mystical quality to your communication today. You may find yourself drawn to topics involving spirituality, psychology, or the metaphysical. Even if these aren't your usual areas of interest, exploring them through conversation or writing can lead to unexpected insights about yourself and others. Listening skills, not always an Aries' strong suit, receive planetary support today. The Aquarian moon enhances your ability to truly hear others without immediately formulating your response. This improved receptivity strengthens all your relationships and provides you with valuable information you might otherwise miss in your eagerness to speak. Watch for a tendency toward communication impulsivity around midday, when the moon forms a challenging aspect to Uranus. This brief window might tempt you to send that text, email, or make that call without fully considering the consequences. The day's overall supportive energy for communication doesn't eliminate the need for basic diplomacy and timing. The evening hours bring a particularly favorable time for heart-to-heart conversations with those closest to you. As the moon moves toward the later degrees of Aquarius, emotional honesty combines with intellectual clarity, creating ideal conditions for resolving any lingering misunderstandings or expressing feelings that have been difficult to articulate. For Aries parents, today's energy supports meaningful conversations with children. Your ability to explain complex ideas in accessible ways is enhanced, making this an excellent day for important family discussions or educational support. Children respond particularly well to your communication style today, appreciating both your clarity and the respect you show for their perspectives. In negotiations or debates, your natural Aries competitive edge is tempered by heightened emotional intelligence today. You can advocate forcefully for your position while still remaining receptive to compromise. This balanced approach leads to more favorable outcomes than either aggressive insistence or unnecessary concession would produce. Overall, June 16th offers Aries natives a day of exceptional communication potential across all areas of life. By harnessing the supportive planetary energies while remaining mindful of the few caution areas, you can express yourself with rare effectiveness and build stronger connections through the power of your words. June 16, 2025 brings a powerful financial configuration for Aries as Mars, your ruling planet, forms a favorable trine with Jupiter in your money sector. This alignment creates exceptional opportunities for financial growth and expansion that haven't been available to you for nearly 2 years. Your natural Aries confidence is amplified today, particularly in negotiations and financial discussions. Trust your instincts when presented with investment options, especially those related to technology or communications. Mercury's position in your communications sector forms a productive sextile with Venus in your income house, suggesting that networking conversations could unexpectedly lead to profitable opportunities. Don't dismiss casual conversations. Today, the person you're speaking with might offer valuable financial information or connections. Your ability to articulate your value is particularly strong, making this an excellent day to negotiate raises, contracts, or payment terms. The moon in Libra occupies your partnership sector, indicating that financial collaborations are especially favorable today. Joint ventures or business partnerships initiated now have strong potential for balanced mutual benefit. Consider reaching out to potential collaborators. You've been hesitant to approach the cosmic energy, supports equal give-and-take arrangements. Saturn's influence in your long-term investment sector brings a grounding energy to your financial decisions today. While you may feel the excited Mars-Jupiter energy pushing you toward quick action, Saturn's presence ensures you won't overlook important details. This balanced approach is precisely what you need: enthusiasm tempered with practical consideration. Uranus in your income sector has been bringing unexpected financial developments for some time now, and today it forms a productive aspect with the North Node. This suggests that financial opportunities arriving suddenly aren't merely lucky breaks, but actually aligned with your longer-term destiny. Pay attention to unconventional income sources or unusual business models that catch your attention today. The Sun in Gemini illuminates your communication sector, enhancing your ability to research financial opportunities thoroughly. Information you discover today about investments, side hustles, or career opportunities carries special significance. Your mental agility is heightened, allowing you to connect dots between seemingly unrelated financial concepts in ways that could prove quite profitable. A particularly noteworthy aspect today involves Pluto's position relative to your career house, suggesting that financial opportunities may come through a profound transformation in your professional approach. Something you've been resisting changing in your work life might actually be the key to unlocking greater abundance. Consider what you're holding onto too tightly and what might benefit from complete renovation. Chiron's continuing journey through Aries highlights areas where financial wounds from the past might still be affecting your current money decisions. Today's energy supports healing these old patterns, particularly those related to self-worth and your comfort with receiving abundance. Notice if you feel resistance when opportunities arise. This may signal an old wound that's ready to be addressed. The Venus-Jupiter connection influencing your chart today suggests unexpected financial gifts or windfalls are possible. This might manifest as a bonus, an unexpected refund, or even a generous offer from someone in your network. Remain receptive to receiving, as your natural Aries tendency is often more focused on the pursuit than the acceptance of resources. With Neptune's influence from your spiritual sector, there's a reminder that your most fulfilling financial opportunities will align with your deeper values and purpose. Pay attention to which potential income streams feel energizing versus those that feel depleting despite promised returns. The most sustainable prosperity comes when your work resonates with your authentic self. Looking at timing, the morning hours feature the strongest Mars energy, making them ideal for initiating financial conversations or taking bold action on money matters. Afternoon brings more reflective energy as the moon aspects Saturn, suggesting that reviewing contracts or financial terms will yield valuable insights. The evening carries collaborative potential, perfect for financial brainstorming sessions with trusted allies. For Aries entrepreneurs, today's planetary configuration especially supports launching new revenue streams or pricing structures. Your innovative ideas receive cosmic backing, particularly those that break conventional molds. Don't be afraid to experiment with your business model. Calculated risks taken today have stronger than usual potential for success. The cosmic alignments for Aries on June 16, 2025, reveal several fortunate areas worthy of your attention and investment of energy. With Mercury forming a harmonious trine to your ruling planet Mars, your communication sectors are particularly blessed today. Any presentations, important conversations, or written work will flow with remarkable ease and impact. This is an excellent day to pitch ideas, request meetings with influential figures, or submit applications and proposals you've been developing. Financially, Jupiter's position in your second house of resources creates a protective umbrella over monetary matters. Unexpected financial opportunities may emerge through social connections, possibly someone you met at a professional gathering several weeks ago. Pay particular attention to correspondence arriving between 2 and 4 p.m., as it could contain information leading to financial gain or resource expansion. Your creativity shows exceptional promise today, with Venus forming a supportive sextile to Uranus. Artistic Aries will find their innovative ideas flowing freely, potentially leading to breakthroughs in whatever medium you prefer. Even non-artistic Aries will benefit from this energy through innovative thinking and problem-solving abilities that impress colleagues and superiors. The Neptune-Sun aspect activating your spiritual sector suggests this is also a fortunate day for meditation, intuitive work, and connection to your higher guidance. Insights gained during quiet reflection today could provide solutions to long-standing problems or illuminate pathways previously hidden from view. Consider spending at least 15 minutes in the morning practicing mindfulness to maximize this beneficial energy. Socially, you'll find yourself magnetic and appealing to others. Networking events, casual gatherings, and even digital communications will likely yield valuable connections. The moon in Leo highlights your fifth house of pleasure and self-expression, making you particularly charming and attractive to others. An unexpected encounter after 5 p.m. could lead to a meaningful collaboration or opportunity in the coming months. Your physical vitality also receives cosmic blessings today, with Mars energizing your bodily strength and endurance. Exercise undertaken today will yield greater benefits than usual, and any health-focused initiatives begun now have favorable long-term potential. Your recuperative powers are enhanced, making this an excellent day to address any minor health concerns that have been lingering. For Aries seeking knowledge or educational advancement, today's Mercury-Jupiter aspect creates exceptionally favorable conditions for learning, testing, or applying for educational opportunities. Information absorbs more easily, and your intellectual sharpness is heightened considerably, making complex concepts more accessible. In matters of the heart, those in relationships will find deeper emotional connections possible through honest communication, while single Aries may encounter someone intriguing through activities related to personal development or education. The afternoon hours are particularly fortunate for romantic encounters and deepening existing bonds. Your most fortunate physical locations today include libraries, universities, outdoor markets, and transportation hubs, places where ideas and people converge. The color orange brings you additional luck, as do the numbers 7, 16, and 25. Carrying or wearing citrine or tiger's eye stones can amplify today's positive energy flows. As we look at the day's progression, the morning hours benefit from a grounding Earth trine, making it ideal for establishing foundations and working on projects requiring attention to detail. Midday brings air element influences that enhance social interactions and idea exchange, while evening hours glow with fire element energy that boosts your natural confidence and leadership qualities. This balanced progression makes June 16th a day where you can accomplish much across various life domains. June 16, 2025 presents a fascinating social landscape for you, Aries. With Mars, your ruling planet, forming a trine aspect with Jupiter in the early degrees of Libra, your social energy is exceptionally high today. This planetary arrangement creates a perfect atmosphere for making new connections and strengthening existing ones. There's a magnetic quality to your personality right now, drawing others toward your natural enthusiasm and leadership abilities. You'll likely find yourself at the center of gatherings, perhaps even unexpectedly taking on a leadership role within your social circles. The Jupiter influence expands your social horizons, potentially bringing people from different cultural backgrounds or belief systems into your orbit. These new connections aren't just passing acquaintances. They have the potential to develop into meaningful relationships that broaden your perspective on the world. Mercury in Cancer is activating your fourth house of home and foundations today, suggesting that hosting a small gathering in your personal space could be particularly rewarding. The intimate setting will allow for deeper conversations that strengthen bonds with those closest to you. There's a vulnerability in the air that makes it easier to share personal stories and connect on an emotional level. Venus in Leo is making a significant impact on your fifth house of pleasure and self-expression, infusing your social interactions with warmth, creativity, and a touch of drama. This placement encourages you to approach social situations with an open heart and a willingness to be seen. It's an excellent time for creative collaborations or sharing your talents with others. The moon in Sagittarius, throughout most of the day, amplifies your desire for social adventure and philosophical connection. You're less interested in small talk and more drawn to conversations that challenge your thinking or expose you to new ideas. This lunar energy pairs beautifully with the Mars-Jupiter trine, creating opportunities for social expansion through shared experiences or educational pursuits. There is a slight caution with Saturn retrograde in Pisces forming a square to your Sun. This aspect might create moments where you feel socially misunderstood or where past insecurities about belonging temporarily surface. The key is to acknowledge these feelings without letting them dictate your actions. Use the retrograde energy to reflect on social boundaries, where you might need to establish firmer ones or where you could benefit from lowering your defenses. A particularly interesting aspect today is Uranus in Gemini making a sextile to your natal Mars. This creates unexpected social opportunities, possibly through technology or communication channels you wouldn't normally use. Be open to last-minute invitations or connections that form in unconventional ways. These could prove to be surprisingly significant in the long run. Your networking abilities are enhanced today, with professional connections blending seamlessly with personal ones. Someone you meet in a casual setting could later become an important ally in your career journey. The North Node in Aries continues to push you toward authentic self-expression in your relationships. Today,